It takes a lot to get to the point that the curtain goes up on a musical. The actors are front and center for the show, but most people don't realize how many months of preparation go into the final product seen by the audience when the show opens. From lighting to set design, a lot of the dazzle within the Addams Family musical lies in its visuals.
I think the most difficult steps in producing a musical are just all the different pieces that have to come together to work for a single goal. And so it's just a lot of moving parts that all have very different needs. That is my job, to make sure everyone has what they need and knows what they need to do to execute their job well to serve the whole. Seeing student leadership emerge in the backstage roles is hugely impressive and awesome. You know, we have students backstage tracking the show, changing the set, moving furniture, moving set pieces, flying in and out the curtains with the fly rail. We have students in the booth calling cues, setting up the light board, hitting go. So I think all of those elements happening simultaneously is hugely impressive.
As much happens backstage, it's not a musical without the actors. But how do they prepare for the performance?
It could be a lot of pressure to memorize all your lines and things like that, and also with doing theater and stuff, you kind of have to be a perfectionist on yourself and constantly want to do better, which can be really challenging sometimes, but with my teachers, with support, it's been a lot easier with that. There's a lot that goes on that a lot of people don't know about. I think a good amount, like 80% of it, is just background work and a lot of like the technical things that go into it too. We've all kind of grown together as like a group and got to know each other a lot more and a lot closer, and I think that really shows on stage too, and it's something that we're just all working together to make something that we're all proud of. So I think in that way, we just have grown a lot.
But an actor can't perform without a costume that reflects their character. So what goes into the costume design?
I definitely say that a lot of the costumes, like sometimes there's like costume malfunctions, there's like some really tough quick changes we had to pull off. Those parts were definitely really hard, and also like figuring out like what to do on the spot and how to fix something and like make it not obvious. So a lot of the times our costumes are rented, so we gotta make sure we're not like messing with them too much. So if like one of those like breaks or something, we can fix it to the best of our abilities. But if it's like one of our own costumes, I'd say it's a lot easier because we have access to it, we can do what we need to. So I had a really amazing crew, and it was so much fun working with them. Just being able to like use all the costumes and like see all the actors' like faces and expressions when they got to see their costumes, like that was also a lot of fun. And it was just so much fun just seeing them all on stage and just how good they looked. And I think that was really cool. I totally recommend getting involved with tech theater. I don't think there's enough people that do it, in my opinion. So if anyone ever has a chance, I totally recommend it.
Thanks to all that's done behind and on the stage, the Addams Family came out as mysterious and spooky as can be. This is Eli Dunley for Husky Headlines.